Ciao ragazzi. I'm making lasagna, but I'm prepping it. I'm gonna put it together and cook it tomorrow morning. But here is, and it's a very big lasagna, so factor for 12 people. I like to prepare my sauce the night before, so it's a meat sauce, obviously, and I have equal parts of beef, pork, and veal, all lean. That's how I like it. You could do as you wish. And I am just sending my energy into the meat and making sure that it's well blended together before we start cooking it on the side, because we're gonna drain the fat that comes out of it. Okay, so ideally, I like to put a little avocado oil. Bring it down to medium, and I have the water running. If you know me, you know I like to be prepared. I'm going to start disintegrating it in there, and we're gonna season it and cook it a little bit through. You'll do it with me, and then we're gonna drain the fat so that when we do the sauce, it doesn't go in the sauce. And there you go. So I have it on medium high. We're gonna season it generously with salt and pepper. And this is gonna take some time. So you've seen me do this before, but just get your zigzag in there. It's a little tedious, but you know what? It's just gonna prevent from all that grease and meat juice to get in your sauce. So this is gonna take a few minutes, so let's come back in about 5 minutes and see what it looks like. And this is 5 minutes. Like, I put the timer on because I know some of you are gonna ask me and you get very overwhelmed. Don't, all right? And look, there's all that water and fat that's forming underneath. So I'm actually gonna let this go another 5 minutes because it's still a bit too raw for me, but I did season it again. So it's still a bit too raw for me, but we're in good shape in 5 minutes, and then we're gonna strain it, set it aside, start our sauce, and then the beauty's there. So I was right. I'm not always right, and I'm one of those people that admits it, but there you go. So I'm gonna strain this, and then we're gonna get the sauce going because it's semi-cooked, and really that's all you need. You're good. Drain that. Look at this. Oh, you see it, yeah. This step is gonna be fairly simple. I like to have a bowl on hand because I don't have a barburator and I sharpen my knife. Guys, let's go back to pre-COVID where I used to say sharpen your knives. Very important. My father, Luigi, yeah, his name is Luigi. Raffaella, you have to file your knives. It's very important, or else you're just not cooking right. So you need one large, very big onion. Doing what I wanted to do. I laugh because it never happens unless I'm on camera. So you know, we're just gonna keep it like this. The tears are coming. It's beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. Let's get emotional about life because times are hard. All right. Thinly slice. Do you see what I'm doing? Thinly, as I'm crying, thinly sliced. And there you have it. Oh, wow. I have a beautiful Quebec garlic here. And if you don't buy Quebec garlic, you really should. 1, support Quebec. 2, they make amazing produce. 3, it smells fantastic. It's beautiful. 4, you really should never be buying any garlic that comes from Asia, and I've been saying this for a very long time. Why? Oh God, just Google it. I mean, that's it. I've said enough about it. All right. One of these, if you're using some, as emotional as I am, it's very powerful. It comes into 3. It's more than enough. So we're good. Let's very large pot here. It's my Le Creuset pot. Okay, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil. Sorry, it's because it's been going for a while and I didn't realize, and it's fine. Just throw in your onions, and I have the garlic cloves, and it's fine because we're gonna blend that. So here you go, and it's so simple. Like, it gets golden right away. It smells incredible. We're gonna throw, let me do this properly here. I drained the meat. It's a lot of meat. And you see, like you've simplified your life. It's a tedious first steps, and then it goes smooth. And now you kind of just want to make sure that it blends well together. Okay, you can go ahead and season again. I feel that in between you haven't seen, so I've done my job. I've done my due diligence. So now that I've mixed this all in, we're gonna add our sauce. And we can so there's a lot of sauce in here. There's a lot of meat in here. When I tell you that you need to grab every bit, like grab every bit, guys. All right, like turn it around until it pretty much, don't overdo it. But you know, this is a really big pot. So picture if you have a smaller one, it's probably gonna be over flooding. That's why I chose to take this one, because I tend to overflow and I really need to get myself a wider one. At this point, you want to season, again, generously to a certain extent, because it's, you know, it's good quality salt and it won't salt the way other salts do. And voila. You guys could see it. Look at the consistency. This is going to be the consistency that you want. The sauce isn't staying like this. Remember, I put onions and garlic whole. I'm gonna blend after. Not all of it. I'm gonna leave some pieces here and there, but not much. And right before it starts boiling, I'm gonna add good quality red wine. I'm going by eye here, so this is gonna be, that's like half a cup. All right? Just gonna bring more warmth to the dish. You do you, okay? I enjoy it. It adds even more sweetness to it. It's fantastic, all right? We're gonna bring this to a boil, then we're gonna add the pièce de résistance. Wait for it. If you know me, you know what it is. And then I'm gonna bring it back to low. And I'm gonna let it cook on very low for a good hour. And then we're gonna let it rest, and we're gonna revisit it tomorrow morning. That's it. All right, that's it. It smells good. Not good enough. Pièce de résistance, basilico, the whole goddamn bushel. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Throw that baby in there. If you know, you know. If you don't, you've never experienced it and you haven't tasted what it does to your sauce. So, and that's how it's gonna be. We're gonna cover this baby, cook it on really low for an hour, covered. Your sauce is then ready. There's nothing for you to do about it. Tomorrow morning, when we set our lasagna, you'll see how easy it is when we warm it up. I'll see you tomorrow. We are the morning after. See, it goes so easy. Once you set your station, it's perfect. I grinded the sauce, all right, just with a hand mixer. And again, you choose to do what you want. I prefer it more grinded, all right? So you prepare your stations, and I've got triples of everything here. So I have Parmigiano Reggiano that's freshly grated. I have Pecorino Romano that's freshly grated. And I have Frash Mozzarella, which I stand for, right? From Saputo. So, because they're just the best. And I have Di Vella pasta sheets. So let's start putting it all together. All right, first things first. This is why you need a lot of sauce. So this, like I said, is like for 12 people, depending on the, you know, the amount of people that you are. So, add your sauce. Not too much, just make sure that it's all cooked. Next, we put our pasta sheets. Again, play around with them. You want to slightly overlap. It's just the prep. You want to make sure that you have a good sauce, but it's so good. Everyone enjoys it. And it makes a perfect Sunday meal. And it begins. I'm gonna put a drizzle more of sauce everywhere. And we're gonna start. This is why, again, with the eyes, many things can happen. You go by eye. like 2 big handfuls. That's how I would describe it. 2 big handfuls of each. And if you don't like Parmigiano Reggiano, Pecorino Romano, you can, you know, hold off on it. And then you're gonna take your mozzarella and you're gonna cut little chunks here and there because it's going to melt and spread. And it continues. Tic-tac-toe. We're gonna do it all over again. Be strategic where you place your sheets and make sure that, you know, they overlap and cover each other so that it makes a nice bite when you cut into it. It's perfect. We're gonna cut this bit. Every corner cuts. Voila. Oh, it smells so good, so good. I tasted it before. You know, you have to throw yourself flowers where, you know, credit where it's due. The sauce is spectacular. And again, I mean, some people like to add ricotta instead of the fresh mozzarella. Some people like the drier mozzarella. I've tried many lasagnas. They're all good. We do it this way, and I'll give credit to my sister here because she's the lasagna queen. And I love it. I find fresh mozzarella makes all the difference. And because, you know, we are from where we are, Campania region, the Pecorino Romano really just gives it that little kick that you're missing in your life. So, and voila. So it's fully loaded. It's big. We have the oven at 375. I'm going to cover it. It's going to cook for 45 minutes, 45, 50 minutes. And then I'm going to just remove the foil and give it another 10. Not even, like just to caramelize a little bit. And then you could just set it aside and it's ready for when, you know, the more time it gets to rest, the more beautiful it gets. So there you go. Easy peasy and we're good. Friends, it's ready. Here you have it. Look at this beauty. I'm so happy. So I left it in for 50 minutes, an hour, because I was doing things. It's really fine because it's at 375. And then I broiled it on low for 10. Again, check your oven temperatures because mine, if I put high, it's burning it after a second. So maybe your high is my low. But now I'm just gonna cover it back. I'm gonna leave it in the oven because I shut it and it's just gonna stay warm. And when we eat it around 1:30, because it's 11 o'clock now, like 11:30, it'll just be room temp and the juices are gonna flow. Buona domenica. I hope you try this out, enjoy it. Everyone does it differently. This is how we do it. Bacioni. Mwah.